Valley's very own Dre Ryn takes the stage locally at the Elks Theater in downtown Prescott. Get your tickets now for July 30th to see Dre Ryn.
I wish they told me I could walk on water.
She did above and beyond.
So you like her new sound?
Oh yeah, she's great.
Yeah, she's great. That is so crazy. So amazing. Good morning. How you doing? What's happening, everybody? I'm here on a special interview today because we have a special somebody coming into Prescott, Arizona, and no other than guess who's here? Everybody, or Drew, tell everybody who you are and what makes you famous.
It's me, Dre Ryn. I think what makes me famous is Chino Valley. I was on the X Factor at 14, and maybe people hadn't heard of Chino Valley, but after that, since then, everybody knows Chino Valley is officially on the map. And I'm so excited because I get to come back to my home area and do a show in Prescott.
And it's pretty cool that you get to go ahead and be a part of one of the biggest events halls in Prescott, Arizona, the infamous, the famous, the historical Elks Theater. I mean, this is actually a really small, intimate type of concert. What made you want to come back to Prescott, Arizona?
First about the Elks Theater, I've always wanted to do a show in the Elks Theater, just because it is so historical and it just has the exact vibe that I see my career going. If I could only perform in historical theaters for the rest of my life, I would. There's something so powerful about that feeling of just being in a place where so many amazing feet have stepped foot. But I was just on American Idol, and I was being sent on Facebook from all of you guys, and then from my mom and my dad, a bunch of pictures of the signs all over town with my face on them to vote for me. And that was so cool. I was dying to get back to Prescott so that I could see it. And then I just thought, I got to come home and do a show. It's been over 4 years, and I love my hometown. I want to come back and be with the people who I love most and who I think love me the most.
And you know what? We all love you. That is a pretty big deal. You did really well in American Idol. Like it was phenomenal to go ahead and root for you. And yes, your picture was everywhere on every corner around the whole town of Prescott Valley and Chino Valley. I was like, man, there is a super fan out there that really, really supports and loves you. And I mean, and all of Prescott does as well. So at this next show, is there something special about it? Are you doing any releases? What is the whole deal? I mean, it seems like you do a lot. I'm kind of curious about how the layout is going to be for this event.
I have a lot of fun stuff prepared for the show, along with just doing some of what I think is everybody's favorite covers. I am going to be doing some of my original music that I've never even performed, or only performed one time. I have some new singles out, and then I have some old singles that I had never taken on the road with me yet. So there's going to be a lot of fun. I have a couple other little surprises up my sleeve that I don't want to say because I think it'll be really fun for you guys to experience at the show. And then I have a special guest, my friend Shuba. We've done a bunch of viral videos together. We're both from TikTok and also musicians. She's a worldwide, really, really cool artist and friend of mine. We went to the Grammys together, and we've walked a bunch of red carpets with iHeart. So we try to take each other everywhere, and I get to take her to my hometown. So y'all better give her the experience of a lifetime.
This sounds so amazing. And over the years, you have encountered some of the most famous pop stars, artists out there in our community and around our music community. I mean, like, can you go through a list of some of the people that you have worked with? Just because I feel like people need to know. I'm not saying that I don't follow, because I know some of the people you've been working with. I'm just very curious about who was the favorite and who was like the most like, sought after star that you've ever worked with.
Oh, that is tough. I think that the most iconic person I worked with just right out the gate was this is actually a really cool story. Sorry, I won't yap too long. But when I got off of the X Factor at 14 years old, obviously I come from Chino Valley. My parents are not musicians. We didn't have any connections. And we didn't have a ton of money to fund my career. We didn't know how much a music career could really cost. And I ran into the bass player from Daughtry from American Idol. And he said, when you get off the show, just give me a call. And so my mom and I said, should we call him? That's so weird. I don't know. I've never even written a song, but he said, give him a call. So I gave him a call. We got into a writing session. He introduced me to a few other people in that writing session, my first writing session ever at 14. And then I immediately was thrust into the music industry. I was working with legendary Babyface, who is an R&B icon. I was working, it would be like Chris Brown's coming in the studio after me and Ariana Grande's coming before me. And then there was me, and I was just there, and I had written one song in my life. And so from that moment on, I've worked with a ton of legends and icons, but I think that was the most impactful thing ever, was to just be that girl who didn't know anything about the industry, working with people who knew everything about it.
Wow. Talk about like a short little like amazing story.
I tried to condense it. It's like I have so many cool experiences. Like I said, I went to the Grammys last year, and I've gotten to do all the things from my checklist. I've written a children's song for a children's show, and all these like random little side quests that are a part of the big dream. And so I'm just super blessed, and it's so much fun. And I love being a musician. I love being a creative. I also like to paint. Everything in my life is just circulating around creativity.
That is so cool. I mean, to be in that life and to be able to enjoy the things that you love. I mean, not many people get to do that. They're just like straight out of high school, go to college, get that 5 to 9 or 9 to 5 or whatever hours anybody likes to work, and just go to work, and everybody just lose passion. So to see you doing it, that's actually really huge. This is actually a pretty big deal, because coming to Prescott, Arizona, you get to go ahead and give it your all. Like, this is going to be your all. And it seems like, your ticket sales are going very well. So it seems like this place will sell out. And we had to give everybody the link to get to your, to your ticket sales. And we're going to go ahead and send everybody back to her her Facebook page, facebook.com/Dre Ryn. Holy moly. So let's talk a little bit about something else. You have all these links and things that you're doing. What are you going to be doing after this? Are you going to be doing a little tour? Are you just going to be selling more music? What is your next big deal?
I focused for so long on the social media side of my career, which has proven to be very important, as we see so many people, including the biggest artists you follow, are trying to go viral on TikTok. And I've had those moments, and I love it, and it's blown up my music. I've accumulated millions of streams from doing content online, but my heart is so with being able to connect in person. So I am planning to tour the rest of the year. I don't know if we're going to call it a tour yet, but I'm planning to do shows through the rest of the year. And then I'm working on an album. I've never done a full album in my entire career, 15 years, never done an album. And I think I just didn't know what exactly I wanted to say as a body of work. But last night, and this is so randomly, this has just happened last night, I wrote the title track to what will be my album. And I'm very eager to get it done. I'm eager to get it out and tell my story now. I'm in my late 20s. I'm married. And I think there's a story there that a lot of people could relate to. And I'm excited.
She goes, I'm in my late 20s. I got to get this stuff done. I'm like, girl, you got so much ahead of you.
It's so funny, because in the music industry, late 20s might as well be late in life. So it's kind of an uphill battle. Just every year you're a little bit older, and the industry's like, well, that makes you a lot less cool. And my goal is just to connect with the audience who are also growing up and also getting older and also settling down, and all of the good things that come with a real life and not a starred life.
Well, I'm going to get a little personal here, not to be too in your life, but if you had something to say to somebody out there that is like sitting on the fence as far as like doing something with their lives that they love, what kind of advice would you give them right now?
The main advice I would give is to enjoy yourself. I think when we set goals, we often forget to enjoy it. And even, I always say this, I forget to click record in my mind. So it's like I didn't even live the experience. I was preparing so long for it and trying to make it work out how I thought that I forgot to click record in my head and enjoy it. So I would say enjoy it, but also the squeaky wheel is the one who gets the grease. We see it all the time, especially in the music industry. It's not always the best singer or even the hottest person. It's the person who worked the hardest, the longest. It's the person who got that moment because they never stopped. And so just, you have to keep at it. You can't say, well, I didn't hit my goal at this time, so now I'm never going to hit it.
Yeah. Well, it's a great advice because in all reality, you have to work for what you want. And you know, some people say, you know, best things come for those who wait.
Yeah, wait. My least favorite word.
Yeah, there's no waiting for me. I just get up and go do it, make it happen. And it really, honestly, it does pay off in a very, very big and beautiful way, as you can see in your life and many people out there that have actually chose this path to go ahead and just make it just flourish. And you know, I got to give a shout out to your mother. Your mother seems like one of your biggest fans, as she should be. But you know, give some love to your mom. I mean, like, she's really holding it down for you over here. She still lives in our location, correct?
Yeah, my family, all my immediate family still live in Chino. And yes, my parents are to thank for anything good that ever comes from me. It's from my parents. They raised me to have a very high standard, but also to be forgiving of myself and others. And the real key is others, because we get so caught up in wanting to be treated a certain way from the world. But my mom is the most gracious person ever. And so, yeah, I give it all to my parents, really.
You know, this is actually one of those moments where you're just like, you know what, when you have a good, strong team behind you and gives you all the support and love, this is pretty huge. I mean, I think you actually were chatting a little bit about the story about when you wanted to go back and do your last episode with American Idol. American Idol, right?
Yeah. Both. I did the X Factor and American Idol. It's so confusing. I was trying to explain to someone last night.
and I mean, even to have your husband saying, you know what, I support you. Let's do this. Like, to have all that support and being able to go ahead and just enjoy this life with this support, it's a pretty big deal. A lot of people don't have that support. And right now, it's a glorious thing for sure. So let's tell everybody one more time when this event's going to be happening and how to go ahead and get these tickets, et cetera, et cetera.
Yes, everyone, I am coming home. I am doing a show at the Elks Theater downtown. I'm so excited to see you guys. It's on July 30th, 7 p.m. You can still get in bed. I know it's a weekday, but weekdays are sometimes better. Weekends are so full of all the things from our lives. And so you can get home and in bed by 10 o'clock. And we've sold out of the meet and greets, but I would still love to see all of you guys there. As you said before, it's an intimate venue, one of my favorite venues from my entire life. And we have special guests. We have so many special things. I'm going to be doing a Q&A in the middle of the show because I just feel that the connection is the most important part of my career. And yeah, I'm going to be doing some of your favorite songs. And I know you're like, you don't know me. How do you know what's my favorite song? I just trust me. I'm doing some covers that are iconic covers from iconic artists.
Oh, that is so amazing. Don't worry, you'll find something that's going to be special. And that's exactly what you do.
Thank you.
Well, Dre Ryn, I know you got a pretty busy day and everything is ahead of you. We look forward to seeing you. And once again, guys, the tickets are almost sold out. So you need to go ahead and purchase those tickets as soon as possible. And the link is right here on her Facebook page. I think we're scrolling it up above us. And it's at her Facebook page. Just go facebook.com/Dre Ryn and all the links are there. So get your tickets now before they're sold out. And unfortunately, the meet and greet is sold out. So as you can see, these tickets are going and they're going fast. So with that being said, I got to get out of here unless you got something to say to the rest of these people out here in Prescott, Arizona.
I cannot wait to see you guys. I am so excited to come home. The clock is ticking. I'm about to board my flight in just a couple days. So I will see you soon. Chino, Prescott, the greater area, Yavapai County. I love you guys so much. And this is going to be the best day ever.
All right. Peace, love, and happiness. Let it not be war. And remember, love always wins. We'll catch you guys later. Bye-bye.